You have finished step 2 and are ready to go on to step 3. In step 2, on your pattern instructions, you have stitched the inner leg seam and you have also zigzagged those seam allowances together, stitching close to the edge. Step 3 says, with right sides together, pin center seam, matching inner leg seams and notches. So you're going to take one of your pieces of fabric that's stitched together. This is the front, this is the back. Then you're going to lay the other one on top of it like this. In class, I'll call this the U. You're stitching this U. You need to match the seams together here. And then you'll want to work with your fabric so that this U seam matches all the way around, just like this. And then we do it on the other side. And if your cutting was good and your stitching was fairly accurate, they should match up fairly well. Now you want to pin all the way along here and all the way along here. Then you're going to put this in your machine and stitch at 5/8 inch, 5/8 inch seam all the way around. You're going to get to this seam, stitch over it, come up here. The instructions say that you should stitch a second time in here. I like you to just stitch the whole way around a second time with the first seam really, really close to the second seam. And I'll zoom in and show you what I mean with pins. So if one seam is here where this pin is, the other seam you're going to stitch very, very close to that seam. So you have 2 pins, you'll have 2 seams really, really close to each other. When you finish that, don't go on to the next step until you watch the next video. The next step is one where a lot of people make mistakes, so just hold off.